This weekend, Southern California is in a state of shock, grappling with damage and devastation after fires that almost randomly ravaged neighborhoods from the Pacific Palisades to Pasadena. Here's Lee Cowan.
We have a potential for structures being threatened in the next 20 minutes.
First it was 1, then 2. The 2 became 3, and then 4 and 5, and on it went. Fires burning from the mountains to the ocean. Sparks rode the hot breath of the Santa Ana winds all across L.A. County, what some described as a hurricane without the rain.
My heart is in my throat. Pray, but God doesn't stop this wind.
Terrible choices had to be made in an instant. Stay or run, what to take, what to leave. What about elderly neighbors, pets, and livestock? And then there's us, the relative lucky ones who are looking in from the outside, from the safe side of the fire lines, left to wonder about our friends and our families.
I'm at the end of the hose.
My CBS News colleague, Carter Evans, was in the heart of the Palisades fire. Not reporting the story, he was the story, saving his own house as well as others.
Trying to help the firefighters here. They asked me for help because he couldn't get over the gate.
This is what my cousin saw when he was evacuating his home.
There's the drop.
And this is what another dear friend of ours saw when they returned to theirs. Will they rebuild? Well, that's hard to say. Their neighborhood is no longer the place it was. All the things that make up a community, schools, doctor's offices, nursing homes, barber shops, grocery stores, gas stations, rec centers, parks. Neighborhoods need that kind of infrastructure, and everywhere you look, it's all gone. Places residents count on for prayer and counseling during moments of grief like this, like the Altadena Community Church, the Altaqua Mosque, and this Pasadena synagogue. They all seemed forsaken. There is so much loss that many don't even realize what's gone until they need it. Can you think of a place more useful during a massive cleanup than the local hardware store? They're gone too. Of course, this is also home to those we know from stage and screen. People like Billy Crystal, Eugene Levy, Ricky Lake, Mandy Moore, Paris Hilton. Fame didn't block the flames from their homes either. Misery for all. The Reel Inn, a wonderful fish shack along the Pacific Coast Highway, was a place for countless family get-togethers. Our kids loved its California quirkiness. Food was great, too. There's nothing left but the sign. Moon Shadows was another island of tranquility. It's where my wife and I toasted buying our first home. Now I can barely tell where it was. The personal landscape, and certainly the business landscape, they're going to be changed forever. But so is California's cultural landscape. Old California architecture, like the clapboard ranch house of the beloved cowboy and humorist Will Rogers. It didn't survive. Neither did the rustic row of cabins that was once the Topanga Ranch Motel, built in 1929 by newspaper baron William Randolph Hearst. The worst might be over, but the idea of any L.A. phoenix rising out of the ashes seems like a distant mirage at best.